Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RAMBOMANIA. Rambo 5 is happening right now. Right now, somewhere out there. Actually, we may even give you a little disclosure on where Rambo 5 is happening right now in just a bit. But yeah, right now. It's happening right now. And we got the exclusive sneak peek for you. The machine is rolling, the cogs are in place. And in a moment, we'll be sharing with you the Genesis stage of Rambo 5. This exciting, the exciting details for you in full. When we broke the Rambo 5 story for you a couple of weeks ago, a little late, but still in a good amount of time, veteran actor and VC commander himself, CHANG, was on the show to talk his character's feelings about unfinished business with Rambo. And I'll put a clip from that extended interview below. Rambo creator David MORRELL himself was here. And that full interview is coming this week. I'll post a clip below on what he had to say about Rambo 5, also in the description below. So join the hype and check out those links below. You won't believe your ears. And while you're joining us, please subscribe as we cover Rambo 5 and everything else Rambo daily. This week on the show, we kicked it off with full disclosure and script link for James Cameron's The Mission, a great discussion for First Blood Part 2 with Wild Man Beyond. And David MORRELL will be here to talk about his Rambo 2 novelization, back on shelves this month. And we're going to look at that novelization in its entirety. The Kindle and unabridged versions too. We're going to talk about bringing Rambo back from the dead some 13 years later. Very exciting. We're going to look at First Blood Part 2, the movie. We're also going to look at the Fox televised print submitted by Mike Chapman. And Chapman will be here to talk Rambo 5 and his new movie, The Hooligan Factory, out now. It's fantastic. We're also going to reveal the great lost and deleted Halo jump scene from Rambo First Blood Part 2. So, please don't miss out. Stay informed, and we'll give it to you all as it happens. And to be notified, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button over on the Studio Red Band YouTube homepage. And now, let's get into some Rambo 5. And I just want to add, as an added bonus for subscribing to keep abreast and informed of all things RAMBOMANIA, not only are we going to cover Rambo 5 from start to finish, but we're going to cover the whole Rambo 5 mythology by Spectrum. For example, the book Sly option called Hunter by James Byron Huggins for Rambo 5 The Savage Hunt. If you're wondering what that movie could have been like, don't worry, because it's 96% Rambo, and we're going to disclose the whole story, every single page of that novel, from start to finish, what will be from Rambo's perspective. Yes, we're going to do it that way. We're going to explore abandoned scripts like First Blood Vendetta in full, concepts like Rambo The Last Stand and Rambo Mexico. We will leave no stone unturned, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Absolutely everything, even the Rocky versus Rambo, tragic comedy, dark comedy, written by a bunch of great authors, screenwriters out there. What are the odds of us covering the RAMBOMANIA phenomenon as it is upon us once again? What are the odds? It's amazing. So there's a lot of stories to be told here, because there are a lot of versions of Rambo 5 that have been considered to make the movie. So hit subscribe. Please join us down this long road we like to call RAMBOMANIA, because I'm pretty sure all signs are pointing to this is the last one. Will the torch be passed? And I'll put a link to our Matt Marsden episode, Letters from Schoolboy, below, where he gave us a little inside information. Will this be No Country for Old Men? Or will this be the death of Rambo? As you know, we cover everything Rambo daily, so hit that subscribe button now, and let's find out together as it happens. So about a month ago, the news broke on Rambo's return via Screen Rant, etc. Also Hollywood Babylon, Ralph Garman and Kevin Smith's show covered it. A lot of great shows did. It was reported that German-based Splendid Films got the rights. Stallone's been calling it his version of No Country for Old Men, and that it will conclude Rambo's journey once and for all. Over the last year, I've seen at least 4 interviews, maybe 5, where Stallone's been promoting retiring Rambo, the idea of possibly 6 Feet Under. Maybe that could be Rambo 6 Feet Under. All joking aside, in one interview, he spoke of it, and I quote, "It's one thing where you lay down the final culmination of your life, where you can articulate it, but also act on it. Rambo realizes what his destiny really is. Not to be a farmer or to be obscure. It's to go out in a blaze of glory, in a heroic fashion. But is he really doing it for himself, or is he doing it because that's his ID? Who he really is?" Now, some would say that Expendables 3's tagline, "Hang on for one last ride," is a foreshadowing of things to come regarding John Rambo. Maybe for Rambo's franchise, since they've already openly discussed another X trilogy, with separate spin-offs, and hopefully a crossover will be included. On the Expendables premiere site today, besides Arnold's tidbits about Terminator 5, with special thanks and finishing its shoot, there's a piece from my French interview where Stallone disclosed on his upcoming projects, with a much darker Rambo 5 as the starting point. Then Scarpa, then Expendables 4, and then a TV series. Now, could this series finally be the long-awaited Rambo prequel? It's been rumored for quite some time now, and if we read between the lines and look at all the clues, I'm thinking that yes, the Rambo prequel series is coming. It could very, very, very well be coming. So this would, form out a Neo trilogy in a sense. A whole separate Rambo trilogy for a new generation, so to speak. And at the same time, with concluding it and by doing a series, also introducing the younger Rambo. This is very good for Mickey Cardone, as I believe he's the only one who can play this. But not only that, but it could, in effect, kick off a accepted form of reboot on the franchise. So not really a remake, but sort of like a rebooted sequel hybrid. I think that would be fantastic. It would be well appreciated and well accepted, and we could watch this whole new Rambo paradox, Big Bang style, just boom, implode and take over and start something new, and it would be fucking crazy. In my opinion, that's the only way they could do a justificated brand new Rambo universe. That's the only way they could expand the Rambo legacy for the new generation, by keeping it real. Unless you're going to do a passing of the torch. If you're going to do a passing of the torch, I say you bring back Schoolboy from Rambo 4 and you bring back Tamask from Rambo 3, in my opinion. But moving on, so Millennium Studios Facebook posted a Rambo 3 banner alongside a Olympus Has Fallen profile pic, possibly teasing that Rambo could be bringing the war back home. It would be good marketing because the Mexico plot has been going around since I believe 2005. You know, this could be a decoy. You know, maybe we'll get a Rambo film about America after all. They are setting up in Louisiana after all, I believe, and not yet Bulgaria, as reported before. It would only make sense, especially for the big Expendables 3 leak, to kind of try and throw us off, you know, because Liam Neeson's already done Rambo Mexico. It was called Taken 1 and 2. So, in my opinion, something's going on here, something big, something really big, and that Rambo 3 banner's been put up 3 times now on this page. One tagged to the top of the status section with the quote, "Are you ready, Shreveport?" Question mark. It's also already gathered the flurry of comments on its status. So Rambo Mexico, I don't know. You know, if it's the end, I'd rather see Rambo go full circle, like completely full circle, once and for all, and square off against the Illuminati. After all, Stallone teased this idea in Rambo 4 with that brilliant boat scene with Sarah in the rain and in the deleted scenes. More importantly, because this is something that actually Rambo has feelings about and that has affected him, as we get in that great speech, and also in the other speech that David Morrell was talking on while he was here about Rambo in the forge making the knife. But we'll be getting into that when we come to the Rambo 5 conspiracy section, which I will be trying to bring to light. So, this could, in theory, cross Rambo into a more realistic sci-fi territory and bring him up against the biggest hotbed topic of our time. You know, think about it. Think, you know, Sly, get back to me, buddy. Like, this would really bring you into that sci-fi element that you wanted Rambo to be able to experience. I've already, you know, written a script that you can have if you want. I've been working on it forever. The cornucopia of Rambo 5. So, the other big news today is that Rambo 5 will be shooting before the year is out, which doesn't give Sly a lot of time to grow out his hair. But hey, that's what I said about the last one, because you can't have Rambo movie without Rambo having long hair. And despite what anyone says, that mullet fucking rocks. You know, I like to joke around, but then seriously, I love the mullets. You know, I wish I was allowed to keep mine. On the Millennium Facebook, in the About section is also a blurred out map. If you go and check this out, if you connect by cell phone, you could see the map. They got 2 sound stages over there working on Rambo 5 on Douglas Street, right behind Baker Street. You know, that's a perfect spot to kick things off. Baker team reference and Kirk Douglas reference. But if you don't believe me, check it out and see it for yourself, just in case they take it down, you know, because I believe this is where Rambo's going to make his return. With that said, with the evidence I've seen, I would say that Rambo 5 could theoretically already be filming there, because that's what it looks like to me. So that's all for now, and when we come back, it's Rambo of the Apes with David Morrell in the studio via Skype. Best guest of all time. Simply a dream come true. And we'll notify you of all these things, Rambo, as they happen. All you have to do is subscribe. And as always, I want to know what you guys think about this. So leave me a comment below in the section. Don't inbox me, because for some reason my inbox doesn't work. But leave me a comment and we'll address it on the show. And maybe if you want, you can come on the show too and talk with us about this subject and many more great subjects to come. I'm your RAMBOMANIA host, Matt, aka Coon. Please remember, RAMBOMANIA would be nothing without you. You make all the difference. And thanks for watching.